A little bit about our AV-HS450 switcher.
I watched your last session last night.
Really? So you're bored of hearing about me. I understand. Well, I'm going to do it anyway because he wants to tape me here. So actually, he wants to B2 me.
No, I'm going to film it. I'm filming it.
Filming it. Is that what we call it now? As a member of the Cinematographer's Guild, I take issue with that. But that's a whole other
Solid
story. I'm just kidding. Yeah, exactly. He is solid state. Okay, you're going to run out. So let me start quickly. Look, I'll talk quickly. So the AV-HS450. No. Okay. Anyway. So the 400 was an incredibly popular product last year, but people said to us, what if I need more than 8 inputs? So we're introducing this year the AV-HS450 switcher. Unlike the 400, which is a one-piece unit, the 450 has gone back to a traditional switcher setup where we have a 2-rack unit mainframe, a control desk that's connected via Cat5 cable, so you can go up to 1,000 feet easily between the control desk and the mainframe. The unit comes standard with 16 HD SDI inputs. Of those 16 inputs, 4 of them have built-in up conversion. 8 of them have full color correction and image processing. Makes it very, very powerful. On the output side, it comes standard with 4 HD SDI outputs, all of which are assignable now, and 2 full resolution 1920 by 1080 DVI outputs, which also are assignable. Big improvement here for us on the 450. Everybody really was very happy with the multi-viewer on the 400. It was one of the big selling points of it. On the 450, I'm proud to say we're the only switcher that has a built-in dual-channel multi-viewer. So you can have up to 20 images on 2 screens. The multi-viewer is customizable. I can go from 4 to 9 to 10 to 16 images, the only limitation being that I can only have a maximum of 20 images on the 2 screens. So as you see, I have it set up here. I've got 16 on one, 4 on the other. The other thing that people said to us about the 400 was, I need more than 1 aux bus. How about 4? 4 aux buses now, 4 independent aux buses. Which makes the unit very, very powerful because you can do things like taking an aux bus, assigning it to an output, re-entering it to a cross point, using that cross point to feed, say, your picture-in-picture, and then I can do effects on that because now, on my aux bus, I can actually do transitions. So I have essentially turned this into a 1.5 ME switcher. Of course, we still have frame sync and frame store on every single input, and we do have 422 10-bit processing throughout the entire architecture of the switcher. We now have not just 1, but 2 picture-in-pictures, not just 1 downstream keyer, but 2 downstream keyers, as well as a primary keyer. And like in our 400A, my primary keyer I can use either as a chroma keyer, a luminance keyer, a linear keyer, or as I'm using here, a full keyer, so I can actually give the appearance of having 3 picture-in-pictures. On the picture-in-pictures, we do now have what people have been asking for, full 3D. We have X, Y, and Z axis, which makes it very, very nice. Also, because I have picture-in-picture memory, I can do some fun things like bringing transitions, making it appear as if I have a 2-channel DVE, when really what I have is 2 3D picture-in-pictures and a picture-in-picture memory, but I can make it appear like I'm doing keyframeable events. We have a third-party vendor who's making for us an aux panel. This aux panel can be connected via an RS422 control, and you can hook 1 up, or with the LAN connection, you can hook upwards of 10. People said to us last year, what if I want to do 24p live switched? Not a problem. We now handle 2398 and 24 frame in the system. Of course, you can't mix. You have to set the system up just like you would on the 400 and decide whether or not you're a 2398, 24, or 5994 system. That's pretty much the highlights of the 450. We're looking at it to be available in the fall at a price point of approximately $26,000. And we're all very anxious to be able to deliver it to you, because I think you're going to find that we didn't just take the 400 and add 8 inputs. We didn't just take 2 of them and put them together. We actually gave you a lot more value and a lot more capabilities in this brand new switcher.
do. Rolling.
Okay. Like our 400 switcher, the 450 is expandable. It only has 2 expansion chassis because really with 4 HD SDI and 2 DVI on the output side, you're probably in good shape. But if you needed to, you can add 2 option cards, either 2 input option cards, 2 output option cards, or 1-in-1. All of the cards from the 400 are compatible with the 450, plus we have a couple of new cards that are coming out that will be just for the 450. An exciting one is I believe it's the M8 card, which will give you full 1920 by 1080 DVI input into the switcher, so you'll have the ability to run, say, a Blu-ray player through your system. The other thing which we introduced in the 400A is file transfer. This is a great thing, because with a PC connected just by an Ethernet cable, I can actually set up graphics, I can come in here, choose a graphic, and then be able to just immediately send it right to my switcher, to any of my frame mems. I can even choose a graphic that I built with an alpha channel. Let me just grab that graphic for you here. If I choose that, and I want to send that to my switcher, I can now send that, and watch what happens. I created this with a graphic. It's going to put my key fill and my keyhole right into frame mem 1 and 2. So since I have 4 frame mems, I could actually use a simple computer as a graphics unit hooked up to this switcher.
Okay, rolling.
With picture-in-picture memory, I can actually store picture-in-picture information. So what I've done is, right now in my boxes here, I have one setup here where I've got those boxes, my picture-in-picture set into these 2 boxes. If I go to my recall and I choose my next one, I can just do a simple little rotation like that. I can actually have them fly from one to the other. I can have them come back. I can have them turn again. I can have them go away. Or I can bring them back up from there. It's very simple. Basically, all I did was I took my picture-in-pictures, I stored one memory, then I moved them to where I wanted to, stored the next one, and then all I have to do is recall them, and I'm able to do that. So again, it's not a 3D DVE that's keyframeable, but you get a little creative, you've got the power to make it look a lot more than it is.